Crypto Origins here. Guys, China and Russia are creating the new world's reserve currency. And when it hits, it's going to come hard and all of a sudden. And are you going to be prepared for it? Okay, we're going to talk about that. Today, we're going to talk about how the recent market events, Bitcoin going up, gold going up, markets going crazy, S&P going up, how we should be tapered, be under control, and not get crazy with our trading there. That we're in here for the long run. We're later going to talk about the right reasons to be in crypto, the right reasons to be in silver and in gold, and going to look at the market activity in those two markets and also the DXY. We're going to talk about currency devaluation, and finally, we're going to talk about some news regarding China and Russia and the push for that new currency. Okay, so as I mentioned, let's see if we can look at the markets a little bit. We're having a little bit of activity, and Bitcoin just went over $17,000 again, and the S&P, actually, let's go to the S&P. Just going up slightly. And as I was saying a couple of videos back, and somebody called me, they go crazy when the market goes up a little bit. I start getting messages about, oh, why is it going up? Why is it doing this? Why is it doing that? Listen, if you're in the market, you have to be in here in the markets for the right reason, right? If you want to day trade and you're into that and you like that, okay, sure, that's good. But these videos that I do are not for the day traders, are not for the active traders. Um, this is more for the long run. Um, we don't want to encourage people to lose money. And most of the people that are getting into the markets all hyped up, fear of missing out. They want to come in and they want to make money really quick. And this is not that's not a business that it's easy to learn. And most people lose money. 99% of people lose money day trading. So this channel here, I always emphasize staying in the long run. And why? The reasons why crypto were created, right? And I always talk about currency devaluation and why we need to be prepared for a collapse in the current system that we have worldwide, which is the dollar as a reserve currency. Now, today I'm going to talk a little bit about silver and gold. I usually just talk about crypto, but let's look at the silver markets. If you notice, it's been going up since the low was in September the 1st. Look at gold as well. Steadily up. Gold has been going steadily up, and I feel it's on track to go and retest the highs, 2065-ish, 2070. And if you see how it's been going steadily up ever since September as well. End of September. This is a weekly chart. Let's try to get a little bit more of a historical view. So it's been going very steadily up. So I'm guessing we're gonna go test this high up here, and the same thing goes for the DXY. Look at the DXY, or the opposite rather. So DXY was testing these historical highs, 2000-ish, 2002 highs, and 2001 and early 2002. And it got firmly rejected at that top. Very, very nice V-type top. A lot of momentum to the downside. So, and also remember how quickly we went up from this local bottom that we were testing. It's not that even local. It's like 2018 lows, 2020, 2021. We were here. This is when all of crypto was going up like crazy, and then it just went straight up to test this historical high. Now we have a confluence. We have all these things happening together. DXY going down, S&P going up, gold and silver going up, cryptos beginning to start going up again. What's the common element in all this? The US dollar, right? Everything is priced in US dollar. And this goes back to what we talk about all the time is devaluation, currency devaluation. Central banks are waging war against us. They, just like Gregory Mannarino says, YouTube channel, you should go and follow him. And they're printing like crazy, and our currency is being devalued. Um, Now, all fine and dandy, because the rest of the world didn't have any other option but to put their money in US dollars, right? But now we have another option, which is cryptos. And we also have, for at least for the foreseeable, or for what we've been able to see in the last couple of months, gold and silver, a few days, gold and silver actually going up. And we always talk about gold and silver manipulation, but they do seem to be going up right now. So maybe it's a time where we actually get decoupled, where we can see the commodities in general and Bitcoin go up independently of the S&P. And I think the S&P will start going up in as much as it does not depend on as much as people want to put their money in a safe in a risk off way. So usually the stock market is risk on, but in this case, when your dollar is at risk, you look for safe places to put your money in. And I think those stocks will go up. Those stocks that actually have value, that actually do provide some safe haven for the long run. Okay, let's look at the news with China. China. This is China. China news. Okay. They're stepping up. They've been doing this, talking about this for ages, right? And Russia has been talking about this for a very long time. China, especially, started a long time ago. But now this Ukraine thing has exacerbated the situation. The United States, from one day to the next, just cuts off Russia from the rest of the world. And guess what? They didn't like it, right? You can touch people's everything. You can you can hurt people, you can insult people, you can mess with them, but you don't take their money. When you mess with people's money, they get really angry. And well, this is all old news from August 2022. Efforts by China and Russia to chip away the US dollar dominance and global payments have gained urgency with the Ukraine war and tensions over Taiwan. Russian President Vladimir Putin in June touted plans to create a new international reserve currency based on a basket of currencies of BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Do you think they're going to give you any more uh, of a warning than this? You think they're going to come out and say to you tomorrow, hey, by the way, sell all your dollars so you have time, to position yourselves for a new currency? No, guys, this is war. This is financial war. They're not going to give you any more warning than this. That's plenty of warning right now. Russia and China may be preparing for a new gold-backed currency. Uh, so this is also somewhat of older news. I'm just giving these two pieces of news right now because just to give you an idea that this is why we've been talking about this, and people like Max Kaiser have been talking about this forever. It's not any news for those that are in the know. If you didn't know that Russia and China and Brazil and India and Africa want to create a new currency and they want to get rid of the U.S. dollar. Well,
Everything connected to.
I don't know what news sources you're watching, right? But you have to make up your own mind regarding this. You have to do your own research, right? Here, This is the latest one I wanted to show you, if I can get it on the screen. There we go. China extends gold buying with fresh flows to central bank. Okay, this is just news from 3 days ago. And it says that China reported an increase in its gold reserves for the second straight month. And this is the first reported purchase in more than 3 years. So they don't usually report all their purchases, but they have been accumulating heavily, as well, just as Russia has been doing as well. So they already have plenty of gold in reserves, both Russia and China. And now all they need is some other countries to come along, like Brazil, and Brazil just got a leftist president elected. So I think everything is prepared. Everything is lining up. The stars are lining up for Russia's new coin. And what are we going to do about it? Are you guys ready with gold and silver, cryptos? You know, I'm big on crypto, on Cardano, if you're interested in cryptos. But yeah, what are we doing to prepare? You know, this is they're not going to, when the currency devaluation happens, it's not going to happen slowly. It's not going to happen slowly. This is another piece of news from the World Economic Forum, just talking about the reserve currency, the gold reserves for the central banks, and how it's been growing from 2020, 2021, 2022, how gold purchases have been increasing. And let's see if I have anything else. Yeah, that was the last piece of news. Let me check. Yeah. So yeah, I recommend you watch the last few videos I made. Yesterday's video. There's several videos where I talk about the huge collapse in the economy and what the long game is. You know, this you got to be ready for this. When the currency devaluation happens, it happens very, very quickly. We've already got several warning signs, several warnings, and that's it. I mean, get yourself into safety. You know, real estate. People talk about real estate collapsing. Yes, everything collapses in the short term. Uh, everything, when you have hyperinflation, everything collapses in the short term. There's no businesses, nothing. Even the stock market will collapse in the short term. Even things that are inflationary will collapse, right? Because the stock market is going up because of inflation as well. The dollar is losing its value. That's why everything else is going up, even the stock market and commodities. So yes, there is a shock. There is a shock. There will be a shock in real estate. There will be a shock in all assets, all commodities. But when everything settles, the idea is that the dollar will be completely devalued. It will be worth maybe a fraction, a thousand of a cent of what it's currently worth today. That's the purchasing value of it, will be worth that. So hey, if you like the content, like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. Crypto Origins. Take care.